Welcome to Galtic. So it's been a long while, I know, and I'll try to explain it in a brief. Okay, in brief. So I want to like set up a clear niche or genre of my videos. I just don't want to make random videos. So I just thought long about it, and I just watched some shonen videos, people who make romance or people who make manga videos, and I thought, well, I could be the guy who talks about seinen manga, shonen romance manga mainly, and shoujo manga. Like, give some obscure mangas and some great romance stuff into new lights and talk a lot about them. Give you guys recommendations, and also talk about some fun trivia like the opening and closing songs, some good characters, plot points, what ifs. These non-niche videos, sometimes I'll get some random ideas such as the nostalgia music video one. If you haven't watched it, check it out, it's really good. Yeah, it's my video, I can say it's really good, so it's really good, so check it out. And I'll make those kind of videos too, but there'll be very few compared to these type of videos, so I'll try to make them. If I get a random good idea, I'll definitely make it. So let's get on with this video in this first step into my new genre set channel. Let's go.
サブスクライブフォーも iPic コンテンツ
So I think we have to talk about the romance anime male characters. They are the most ignored bunch in the entire stories, okay? They are not recognized as much as their female counterparts, but they make or break a series nowadays. I mean, how many series we have read in the earlier days in the shoujo manga era where the male character was dense AF? I mean, I used to remember reading some stories. I literally shouted at the screen, "Bro, you're so dense," because it was clear that the girl was showing shines. I mean, I don't understand why they couldn't just give the male character some limelight, some story progression. But it's good to know that it's changed. Let's talk about it more. So before we go any further in the video, I just want to say, please subscribe and comment on this video, so let me know that you guys are watching, and also to let YouTube know that I want views. I really need views, and this will be a really lovely time for you guys to check it out, subscribe, because I have defined genre now. Let's go. So let's take a look into how it was earlier in the past and their evolution and their current state. So let's go. In the past, when shoujo manga was leading the romance genre, the male MC was just an NPC. He had the basic characteristics. He was popular, easy to talk to, most probably he had fan clubs, and he was athletic, okay? He played sports. Most probably he played basketball, sometimes baseball, or even volleyball. But he was generic, okay? He had this basic characteristics. The girl was the one who was the differentiating factor of all these mangas. So we had tall, short. I don't want to talk about anything else, but sometimes they were from the village. They call them country bumpkins, who were they were shy, didn't know how to talk to people. So the baggage, the story progression, and the plot development was all in the hands of the female MCs and not in the male MCs. Male MCs were basically just like the side characters, but the female characters needed the male character to develop their own story. So the male character was just a random NPC, and he was kind of a person who could make girls fall for him. Maybe I need to be a shoujo manga MC. I was born in the wrong genre. Anyway, this shit worked in 2000s and 2010s, but quickly it became boring, and it was clear to see why. No difference between the male characters in the 2000s, where there were a few mangas, but in the 2010s, with the recent boom in the internet, mangas became an international asset, so they needed to experiment something. So they started experimenting in the late 2010s, and check out my video on romance anime recession. Shameless plug, I know, but I need views. Check it out. They started introducing male characters in a new light. I mean, for example, we had otaku MCs. Let's go! Representation. The ones who were not popular, were not athletic, not interesting, would not know how to talk to people, and in general, gloomy. They got the formula right. This was a game changer and broke the monotony of the earlier set standards of shoujo mangas. So the male characters now add the baggage. They add some progression. They add plot point progressive stuff. Okay, the entire story was not just dependent on the female MC. Now the male characters could drive up the story. Series such as Urimiya, Bunny Girl Senpai pioneered this move, and it led to their massive success. I mean, Urimiya is coming back. It was my first ever romance anime, and it's one of the greatest romance animes I've ever watched. And it's coming back this June. Bunny Girl Senpai is in my favorite romance manga ever, and Sakuta is my favorite romance male character ever. Okay, it's really supremely good, and one of the main reasons I love the series, besides from my son, was for Sakuta, because Sakuta was an MC who didn't care much. I mean, it's not like he did not care about the story like the early shoujo mangas. He cared about, what to say, he had baggage. Okay, his mysterious past, the adolescent syndrome which changed his life, his connection with his parents, with his sister, and his best friend Kunimi, and Rio connection. So it was really good to see that he had some plot progression stuff. I think you can get what I'm saying, right? Then Miyamura also had his baggage, like why he pierced his ears, why he was gloomy, and how Ori changed him. So all in all, we need romance manga, male characters who are dense and are able to understand the feelings of the female and the environment around them, or understand how the plot is moving, and what to say, have care and effort put into them like the female characters. Prime example of this move and how it should be done is Komi-san. Its male protagonist Tadano is just a normal person, like his name. Yeah, because Tadano means normal, but people, including me, loved it. He became a chat among the fan base, and it shows that people now actually care about male characters. They are not just some random NPCs anymore. Like, they care if a male character is a plot progressive move. I mean, Komi-san did it perfectly. So think about it. Komi-san's biggest move was Tadano talking to Komi. That started it all. Tadano was the one who made her make more friends. He understood her goal of making 100 friends. So I really believe that male characters are not just random NPCs anymore. They have these plot progressive moments, and they can be a series maker or breaker. And if they are given some care and effort put into them, it could actually elevate your series to great heights. But it's just what I'm talking right now. It's just a random guy in his bedroom talking about it. But if you guys want some recommendations for a great romance manga stories, I'll make a video about it whenever I get to record later. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll meet you guys in the next one. It's my Galtic signing off. Peace.